Okay, Michael Avatar from live from Thailand. I was born in Sweden, and this is a series of solving problems. This is part number 4, and it's the day 6 of my live broadcast from Thailand. So, this is the last part of my series. So, I will talk about the 1% today and some stories about that. So, let's start. I will take a review of the 4 different parts. So let's go. I will share my screen like this. Let's see. And I will go here. So now we have the big screen here. Solving problems. I am a problem solver. I have solved problems for people all my life. That's my passion. So this is my idea, theoretical idea about solving problems. There's like 2 parts. It's your life experience and it's the new knowledge. Because if your life experience can't fix the problem, you need new knowledge. New knowledge can be keywords, it can be a mentor, it could be a school, it could be a mechanic for the car, whatever. It's new knowledge. Okay. When you're solving problem for other people, then it's their life experience, their problem. I have my experience, and normally as a life coach, I input new knowledge. And by that, the other end up in the corner here. It's we solve the problem together. It's like it's not my solved problem. It's not there. The other person solved problem. It's our solved problem. I don't know if this makes sense. Okay, so the typical description of solving problem is the top of the iceberg. Under the iceberg, you see on the surface, it's a giant mountain of ice who makes it float on the surface. And normally it's the same with problem. They say one problem don't come alone in life. Maybe the iceberg have some connections, who knows? But there's like bumping up different type of problems when one appears. So they come in pairs or 5 or 6, sometimes even 20. And then we get very depressed and we can't really fix it. It's too much. Okay, but there is sorry, 3 levels. The visible, the problem you have on hand, or how you say it. Then you have the second level. You can guess, maybe it's this. If I haven't done that, maybe this had not happened, and so on. But most situation or emotional things, they are often completely aware. Maybe you make a right turn by the traffic light and you ended up crashing into something on the way. If you have gone left instead, maybe nothing had happened. So in life, um, we have patterns that we do every day. We repeat patterns every day. Brush our teeth, fix our hair, eating breakfast. And we adjust them very seldom. Uh, so they are like automatic system. We just do them. We just put on the shoes and we don't think about it. Which shoe is it the left or the right we put on? It's completely unaware, totally automatic. And when you're solving problem, mostly you cannot start at the surface or on level 2. You have to find the key somewhere down level 3 or level 20. Who knows how many levels there are? But it doesn't matter because the solution we are talking about, the solution today, and I call it the 1%. Um, so uh, it's like a pyramid. Your life. So you have it. You have like a core, and in the core there is a room, and around that we build like blocks of stone, and even if we have a sandstorm, it will not change the core. Even if life is very bumpy, the core probably won't change. And if you change it, it will not go very quickly. It will take long time to change. And you have to find the entrance to this core, and then go inside there, and then reevaluate your core. Is this really the life that I want to live? Is this really the way? And you, most of the time, many of the things we have in the core is very good, genuine, and so. We only have got a bit lost, and we have to find the right track again. So that you can do by observing yourself. When you observe yourself, it's much easier. Wow, why do I do this? 1 year ago, I didn't do this. What happened on the way? Only observe for a period of time and don't change anything. Only observe, because when you observe, you see the different parts. And the first instinct in our life is to change straight away. But normally it doesn't work because there is so many moving parts. It's like hundreds of moving parts. So if you don't observe, you don't know all the parts. Maybe you will never know all the parts, but then you see a pattern, and this pattern repeats itself oftentimes over years or decades. So by observing yourself, then you can find this 1%, and the 1% is the one that you should change. I will give you now some example. I will stop sharing my screen and I will go to this one. An example is when I stopped with my sports, I was lack of new project, lack of what should I do now. I have done sport 24/7 and I really needed to be finding new subject. If you have trained sports 5-10 hours a day for 10-15 years, you know nothing else, only sport. So, but it was my passion. So I really needed to find my new passion, my new way of life. And it started with a painting course. And I love painting. And this was like the wow, so let's try this. And you have to be persistent when you try stuff because first 10 times, maybe it's like happiness, it's like falling in love, but then come the normal day. So you have to be persistent and continue. So I put a new goal. Since I'm very focused on goals, so I said, okay, let's do 100 paintings. Because when you do 100 paintings, then you really can evaluate, do I want to be an artist? Do I really want to be an artist? Because you have the problem after 20 painting, the painting gets bigger and bigger. You need a studio because you can't paint at home anymore. After 50, 60 painting, I have to start selling, and the studio costs money. So you go through all this step, how it is to be an artist. And I painted 100 painting, I sold paintings. I gave away some painting because I moved exactly when I made over 100 paintings. I moved to Thailand, so I had to sell my studio, all my art things, and I moved here. Now I think I'm maybe near to 300 paintings, something like that. But it started a process, a new era in my life. Maybe it had like a symbol of 1% input in my life, but it started a ball rolling or a stone or a snowball or whatever you say down the hill, and it got bigger and bigger and bigger. And on the way, to make the story short, I started making music to my art. I started making art movies. Art movies with my own music. It's like a snowball effect on only starting with a small art course in 2005, maybe. I have painted all my life, do art all my life, but then I really seriously started to develop a new skill. So that's a bit about the 1%. Common 1% is, the new year have been now, and start practicing. I will go to the gym every Monday or whatever you put up. That's a small change. And if you go to the gym every Monday the whole year, you have never trained, That's like a 1% effect. Uh, Other stuff is changing food, diet, um, lose weight, or whatever small things that you're thinking about doing. But you really have to be persistent. So there is some marks who you have to pass. Uh, One mark is like 100 or 100 hours or whatever, because then you get, do I really want to do this? Do I really want to? Do I get passionate? Do I get whatever feeling? And then you go to the next mark, it's like 500 hours. After 1,000 hours, or the classical experiment is if you throw a basketball uh, 1,000 times, after that you have more balls going in than going on the side. So, and that's anybody. So if you throw a basketball 1,000 times, it goes in more times than it go outside. So it's only time to spend. Another big mark that you normally people talk about is 5,000 hours, because then you really have the skills. They say a company will be financially good after 2 to 5 years. That's like a standard comment from nearly everyone. So it takes like 5 years to develop the skills. But it starts with finding the right path in your life. Uh, I did about 15,000 hours before of training before I went to the Paralympic 96. 15,000 hours. So it takes about 15,000 hours before you break a world record. That's common sense, common knowledge. You can talk to any sportsman. They have done at least 15,000 hours of physical training. You don't even have to be good. Then if you have some talent, then maybe it will go a little faster, but probably 15,000 hours. My experience in life coaching is like over 20, maybe it's even 25. My first group I had 1978. That's like 40 years ago. So that's my passion, talking to people, finding subjects, or whatever. So my goal with this live event every day, of course, is 100, at least 100, because I'm only practicing, learning how to do this, learning how to talk, learning how to make switch and have this one show the screen. And now you see I make wrong because you couldn't see the screen. I have to do like this first, and then I show the screen, and now you can see the screen. So you need practice. Whatever field you are working in, you need practice and practice. So persistency. So my goal is 100 with these live videos. Tomorrow it will be a totally different subject. It's a big day for many people, maybe around the world. If you watch the news, And every fourth year, it's a big day, the 20th of January. But it's a big day for me every year because it's my birthday. So I will do a special broadcast tomorrow. My social media platform is flooded with birthday, happy birthday to you. And I really try to answer everybody. Last year it was crazy. I think it was 250 people. For me, that's much. My first mentor, Abdel Rashman El Khatib, that I talked about yesterday, I know he had like 350 Christmas cards. This was in the 70s. 300 people have write Christmas card to him. On his birthday, it was like 500 people coming. It was totally crazy. That's like really, really much in the 70s. No, um, no mobile phone, no internet, only mail, and you have to dial. You do like this, 0, 1. You have to like a very old time. So I'm a bit old, but I enjoy life. I hope you enjoyed part 4 of solving problem, the 1%, how to find it. So tomorrow I will see you again. If you like something here or don't understand, give me a comment or send me an email or whatever it's called. Take care.